Hey, this is Bill from Sparky Channel, and today I'd like to introduce you to the C-Lite from Cree Lighting. And I'm going to put this on my house. I'm going to show you how to install it in just a moment, but I'd like to show you some specifics about the light first. Now, the first thing that's really cool is that there is no light bulb at all. Let me show you. There's 4 screws here. You loosen up, and then it comes apart like this. And you have 36 LEDs. That's light emitting diodes. There's 36 of them, 6 this way, 6 that way, and you have a reflector. And this is your diffuser. It goes right on like that. Then you tighten up these 4 screws. And notice it has a photocell right here. So it's an excellent exterior light, and you can use it in all kinds of applications. But I'm going to use it next to my front door of my house. And this is a dusk to dawn light. So it'll turn itself on at dusk and turn itself off at dawn. The light is 24 watts and it comes with a 5-year limited warranty. I'm going to show you how to install it, but basically there's a setup right here, and there's little cutouts on this rubber mat piece and this square rubber piece. And I'm going to cut out the appropriate knockout area, and there's also a knockout area on the plastic behind it that you would want to knock out as well. And then I'm going to connect it to my gang box. And there's also a knockout right here. If you want to run EMT to it, this comes right out. You put your appropriate fitting in there and start your EMT run. So basically, for our installation, first we'll take off the diffuser. And this is made of polycarbonate. And then we take off the reflector. You see right here, there's a little Phillips screw. And right here, there's a Phillips screw. So the reflector comes off. And here's these knockouts I was telling you about. And they correspond to little cutout areas on this black rubber. The white neutral wire is going to the white neutral wire of the house wire, and the black hot wire is going to the black hot wire of the house wire. And there's even a little level here to help you make sure it's nice and level when you install it. I'll start the installation of the new LED light by removing the old light. First, make sure to turn off the switch to the light and turn off the circuit breaker for the light. The old light had caulking around it, so I used a razor knife to cut the caulking. This makes removal easier, and it is safer for the wall finish. The removal of the light is going to be different for each model, but they're all basically the same. You take off the diffuser, take out the light bulb, then unattach any form of attachment that your particular light has to the wall. Then be sure and test the wires with a voltage detector to make sure that nothing is hot in the box. Then undo the wire connectors and remove the light. If there's a base plate, remove that as well. An odd thing about this gang box, being that the house is from 1960, there aren't any attachment screws for the gang box itself, and there isn't this piece that we call a cross piece that is necessary for the installation of most lights in most methods. Okay, so I've got a couple 832 screws right here, and that's going to attach this cross piece onto the gang box. I go right in through there to the gang box, and then I got a couple more 832 screws right here. They actually come with the cross piece, and what I'm going to do then, you attach this to the box. And then I knocked out 2 of these knockouts right here, and I took off a couple of these pieces of the rubber in the back right there. And then you just take this, after this is attached to the box, right? Okay, you take this, you pop it right through, and then we're going to tighten these down to the cross piece, which is tightened down to the gang box. In looking back into the back of the box, I have found a ground wire. Now, even though this is a 1960 house, a lot of times you will find a ground wire in an exterior location. I'll cut the ground wire and I'll use a 3-connector lever nut type connector to connect the two ends of the ground wire together, leaving a space with which I can connect the ground wire for my light. I'll loosely install one of the 832 screws and just let the crosspiece swing for a moment. I'll pop the rubber grommet out of the back of the light and I'll run my 3 wires through it. And now I'll install the ground wire from the light to the lever nut, and then I'll close down the lever nut. Now I'll attach the white neutral wires together with a wire nut, and I'll attach the black hot wires together with a wire nut. All of the wire connectors are to go in the gang box. Now I'll put the cross piece in place and fasten down the attaching 832 screws. I opted to use washers for the shorter 832 screws that attach the light to the cross piece. I did this for extra strength. Now attach the reflector by screwing in the 2 provided screws into each of the sides. Clean the reflector to make sure there's no fingerprints or smudges on it. Make sure the gasket is perfectly in place. Install the polycarbonate diffuser with the 4 provided screws. The screws all have rubber washers, so don't over-tighten the screws. Caulk around your light on the top and both sides, then turn on your circuit breaker and flip on the switch to the light. Now it is a dusk to dawn light, so if you wait until dusk, the light should come on. And here's a photo of the light at dusk where the light has come on. The light is much brighter than the old light, and I love it. I'll put a link in my video description for the e-conolight website, and I'll put a special promo code in my video description that will give Sparky channel viewers 20% off site-wide on all items on the e-conolight website. And the promo code will be good until June 30th, 2021. I'll put links for the C-Lite from Cree Lighting, 3,120 lumen LED dusk to dawn light that you saw in the video, which comes in white and bronze, and you have the option of 4,000 Kelvin or 5,000 Kelvin. And I'll put a link for the Nature LED 1700 lumen LED kitchen light that I made a previous video about. Also, try out e-conolight's customer service. They're there Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time, and the phone number is on your screen right there. And they're trained to be able to direct you to the product that you need, and they'll discuss how many lumens you might want for a certain light and topics like that. Thanks for watching.